Good evening, everyone. Here for another segment, actually segment number 11 of Jesus Shorts. What does it mean to be a follower of Jesus? Luke 7, and it's a parallel to Matthew 26. Now, one of the Pharisees was asking Yehoshua if he would eat with him. Upon entering the Pharisee's home, he reclined at the table. And behold, a woman in the town who was a sinner, when she discovered that Yehoshua was reclining at the Pharisee's home, brought an alabaster jar. This is an interesting segment. As she stood behind him at his feet, weeping, she began to drench his feet with tears and kept wiping them with her head of hair. Then she was kissing his feet and anointing them with perfume. Again, we're talking about the burial perfume. She didn't even know it, but she's preparing him for what's coming. And while Yehoshua was in Bethany at the house of Simon ha-Metzora, reclining at the table, a woman came with an alabaster jar of a very expensive oil and nard. This passage I like. I put in here because this part to me is very critical. Breaking open the jar, she poured it over his head. Now, why is that? Because this woman is identified in other passages as a sinner, which refers to her as a prostitute, which is probably Mary Magdalene, who had 7 demons cast out of her. So this jar of spikenard is required to be a high-priced hooker. And when she breaks this, she's saying, I'm done with that life. I am following the Messiah. There's no going back for me because this is a year's wages, and I have no way to make that wages anymore because I've given up that lifestyle. I've broken the jar. No one's going to take me in the state of stench. So it's important to understand this. And then 1 Kings, I compare it to 1 Kings 19. So he departed from and found, this is Elijah, found Elisha, son of Shaphat, while he was plowing with 12 pairs of oxen before him, and with the 12th. Then Elijah crossed over to him and threw his mantle on him. So he turned from following him and took the pair of oxen and sacrificed them and boiled their flesh with the oxen's yoke and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he rose, went with Elijah, and became his attendant. Now, when the Pharisee who invited him saw this, he said to himself, if this were a prophet, oh, wait a minute, why is that up there? Anyway, go back to this. The reason I put that up there, Elijah did the same thing this woman did. Took which gave him a living and made him wealthy, which is 24 head of oxen and 12 plowshares, burnt the plowshares to kill the oxen to feed the city. There was no going back for him. Now I'm on the path with Elijah. I'm going to be a prophet of God. There's no going back. Same as the woman with the alabaster jar. One in the Old Testament, one in the New Testament. I think it's so cool. They made it impossible for themselves to go back. That's a lesson to all of us, that we need to be all in for Jesus. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not asking you to sell everything. I'm just saying when we need to be all in. You get a chance, go to streetlightgr.com, Facebook, and as always, be blessed, and more importantly, be a blessing to others. Thank you.